fall to the floor.
Hello everybody, what is up? My name is Killsteam. I am back with another new Call of Duty World War II multiplayer video for you guys. Today, we're going to be taking a step back from the zombie scene because it was nuts yesterday. And now today we have some multiplayer details, some cosmetic only stuff we're going to talk about, customization, camos, all that cool stuff for multiplayer. So let's get right into this. So yesterday, the new animated zombies, Nazi zombies camo with the lightning and everything, that was announced as a pre-order bonus, and people went nuts. Because people didn't read on the bottom that it does say it's for zombies only, and it does not include multiplayer. And everybody was going nuts that this camo was going to be in multiplayer. I was like, oh my god, World War II is ruined. It's not going to feel like World War II anymore. The game is already done. I'm not pre-ordering the game and all that crazy stuff. So Michael Condrey is trying to clear this up, saying it's going to be zombies only, replying to a fan. And then Prestige's Key said, okay, here is the answer actually. He responded to someone yesterday asking the same thing. So Prestige's Key is trying to get the word out there, saying that this new animated camo announced is for zombies only. Then Michael Condrey does reply by saying World War II was a gritty and brutal conflict. All loot is cosmetics only, and we are trying very hard to keep the MP world immersive and believable. 1 out of 2. So that was one page out of another one. So he did reply by saying for the second page, we haven't found an animated camo for multiplayer that achieves those goals. Consequently, there are no animated camos in multiplayer currently, 2 out of 2. So that's it. So he is saying they haven't found one animated camo that achieves these goals of not too crazy for World War II and all this stuff. Also, they were talking about, but people were replying to Michael Condrey saying like, hey, yeah, you can do animated camos in multiplayer, but try and think of something on the gritty side, like how about like blood dripping off of your weapon as an animated camo, and that would be pretty freaking awesome. Not gonna lie, it's not too crazy, it's gritty, it blends in with World War II a lot, and they can definitely do that for sure. And some fan did say at Michael Condrey, I actually would like some cool camos in multiplayer. Standing out is always important for dedicated players. Will multiplayer have anything? Question mark. Michael Condrey did reply to this fan by saying cool camos definitely, thematically appropriate too. But we're talking about, we don't want any camos that have like kitty cats and they're sparkling in the middle of a World War II battle. That's what we don't want. And it looks like Michael Condrey is really trying to tell us it's going to be thematically appropriate for the World War II era. It's going to be gritty and it's going to be brutal. And he keeps saying that World War II is gritty and brutal, and they haven't found any animated camos that match these goals or anything like that. So, and it's looking good so far, but just remember what they have said for IW, Modern Warfare Remastered, Black Ops 3. That's going to be like, it's going to be to the game. It's not going to be too crazy and all that stuff. And it happened because they weren't selling too well on supply drops. So they buffed it up, adding crazy camos, adding new weapons and all that stuff. So don't get mad if World War II multiplayer does come to this, because there is a big possibility that it will. But I mean, things do look different this year because Michael Condrey is really trying to tell us that World War II, it's gritty, it's brutal. He always is repeating the same tweet and saying like they don't want to have like any crazy camo and multiplayer, and they haven't found anything currently. So he is saying that it may come to this, but for right now it's looking good so far. So we have to look on the positive side, and we're right now looking on the positive side, and it does look very good for World War II, because it's not going to look like any crazy kitty cat camo so far. So, but maybe 4 to 5 months into the game, Activision might come over and say, hey, you have to get these supply drops to sell better. So they might even post up more like crazy stuff in supply drops. They might update it to have crazy loot items. I don't know. We're just speculating at this point, but it may come to that point. I'm not too sure, but they did say that they are going to have some sort of collection bounty system like Modern Warfare Remastered did, and I think Modern Warfare Remastered was probably the best system for that. and they are going to take that path with Modern Warfare Remastered. And I have no doubt that they will add weapons, DLC weapons, into World War II multiplayer, but it will be like a World War II weapon. It won't be like any like submachine gun from like Black Ops 3. I believe they're going to be on like the World War II route. So I'm not going to be surprised at all, or I'm not going to be shocked at all that they're adding new DLC weapons in this new bounty for Call of Duty World War II. But I think it's going to be like a World War II era appropriate weapon, because they are really on this year. They really want like World War II appropriate weapons. They really want this year, and I am very excited to see how it's going to go. I mean, it might take the bad route some point, like 4 to 5 months into the game. Activision may say like, all right, you got to stop with this regular gritty battle stuff. You have to add some kitty cat camos into supply drops. I hope Activision doesn't do this, and I don't think they'll do, because everybody loves World War II so far. They're really into this, and if Activision pleases the fans with a good game, gritty, brutal battle stuff, people will buy supply drops in, and they won't like not buy supply drops. Like, oh yeah, you're making crappy games, we're not going to buy your supply drops. So if Activision pleases the fan with a good game, and they put supply drops in, and they add some like a good loot that's not crazy and it's cosmetic only type of stuff, and it's going to be pretty good this year. We're going to have for Call of Duty World War II multiplayer. Guys, that is it for today's video. Leave a comment down below what you guys think is going to happen this year for World War II multiplayer. Subscribe and hit the like button for more videos like these, guys. I'll be back very soon. Peace out, guys.